everybody. We're back. It's a Friday. Woo! Yay for Friday. Calm times, relaxing weekend. Yay. Gotta love it. I'm here back with Noah. What's up, dude? It's been a hot minute since we got to sit down and chat.
It has been, and I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, that's congratulations on that. I think it's been maybe 2 going on 3 years since you were here for Basement Show.
About 2 years and some change, yeah, because it would have been late. It would have been late 2023.
Yeah, that's insane how fast that time has flown. Like it's crazy. But now you're here again because you just had the Kickstarter, but we missed getting you on here for that for Feasters, which is a prequel to Basement Show.
Correct.
Nice. It's very, very, very cool. I like it. One of my favorite things about what I saw you doing even back then is how you had the Spotify soundtrack list for your stuff, which I loved.
I did. Did you have, I think I forgot to send you the new one, but there is one for this one as well.
Oh,
it's printed in the book itself.
Nice. Very cool. I really like that. Exciting stuff here. But yeah, if more people are popping on in here, we're gonna get started on that. But no, I think that was awesome. I love that you did that. I see a few more people doing that now, but I think you were the first one that I actually saw really do that, push it on your book. I thought that was cool.
I definitely saw people do it in actual books for a bit, and then I was like, I can do that in a comic. Why not? And
yeah,
of course,
it works out. Yeah,
and of course, I treat it more as a soundtrack, where it's it is kind of parallel. Each track kind of parallels what's happening. And this one, something I did differently was because in the first one, I just kind of put the playlist in the end of the book. So hey, this is vaguely in order, or it is in order, but I didn't give any clear, any kind of clear guideline as to where each song begins and the next one ends. So I did that for this one, where each playlist track, there's a little note in the corner of the page denoting, hey, this is when the next track starts.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's awesome. I love that kind of interactive kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But yeah, for the people that are joining us or hey again, gonna be popping in here, let the people know. Let me put it on your face, and then you can do full on introductions. Give yourself an introduction. Let the people know who Noah is.
Hello, my name is Noah Dominguez. I am trying to become a comic book writer. I've done 2 full-length comics now, plus 1 short story a while back. That was my first one. And just basically doing the full, old school, self-funding everything, trying to writing, creating all this stuff myself, hiring my own team of artists and everything to come in and join me on it. And I'm just plugging away at that right now. I just had my second comic come out. Hopefully more in the future. I have plans for at least 3 more in this particular series.
Oh, nice.
Ideally more after that.
Very cool. I like it. I remember Basement Show when that launched. I really liked it. I like the punk aspect to it. Listen, you gotta love a band comic. I was really big into finding bands and horror stuff, and I like that it was kind of meshing kind of both worlds on that, which I thought was great.
And
that's fun.
And this is very much a band comic.
Yeah.
This is the comic about the start of a band, really.
Yeah. That was awesome. I like good time stuff. I did drop the link down here for your global comics. If you guys do want to go click on that, you can go ahead and go check it out too. Because your campaign for Feasters has ended, and I don't believe you can get any more copies on it. I don't think you're on late pledges on that anymore. But yeah, you can click in here and go to get both Basement Show and Feasters on there.
Correct. So, yeah. And also, hold on. You're in the private chat. I'm putting the Spotify.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, let me drop this too. So yeah, if you guys want to go check the Spotify playlist as well, you can go check that out. So you guys, when you read along to the comics, check it out. Yeah, that's cool. No, you were one of the first ones I saw that, and I thought that was really neat. I dig that because it really flows with the comic as well. So that's awesome. But yeah, come on, you gotta have a band comic with music in it.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. With this one, because I actually did a bit of songwriting for this one. Which I very pointedly did not do last time. But this time I was it feels warranted to actually do a bit of songwriting.
Well, that's cool. Have you ever done songwriting before, or just kind of?
No, absolutely not. Which I would say probably puts me on the same level as most punk musicians in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Just kind of trying it out for the first time and putting it out there.
You got to test some stuff out. You don't know. Maybe you're gonna become the next hit songwriter. That'll be your thing from now on. You're just making dope songs.
I'll try comics first.
Try the comics first. Yeah. But no, this is awesome. So you said you want to possibly do more issues along this. Nice. Do you want to take off where Basement Show left off, or do more prequel type of thing?
Yes. Without saying
Okay.
too much, yes, because this one,
Okay.
because I did Basement Show, it was meant to be like very self-contained,
Mm-hmm.
like a very deliberate, obviously like really short, like basically like a single, just like short self-contained horror story with these characters. So you kind of get a little glimpse of who they are, but we don't get into that. And like as around the time Basement Show was coming out, right? That's when I really like. I would say like after it was already out is when I decided, because when I started it, I really had every intention of it just being a standalone thing.
Yeah.
And around the time it was coming out, I was like, you know what? I want to do more with these characters. And I was reading a review of it actually that said, like, oh, like all the horror stuff and all that's good, but like there's not a whole lot of character stuff going on. And I was like, you know what? I was just thinking that. So for this one, I decided to do a non-horror prequel. It's completely divorced from the horror thing, purely just a more coming of age, like slice of lifey kind of origin story for the band.
Yeah, I kind of like that. That's some of my favorite genres in manga is the slice of life stuff. Like it's fun to see that kind of stuff mixed in with all the. I'm huge into like the martial arts mangas right now, but you kind of need that broken down into like different things. But no, I think it's cool because you get to really know the band members and then like the rest of the adventures that they're going to be on, which is
Yeah.
Cool. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so let's see. You've done Feasters, you've done Basement Show. You're gonna be doing more on that. That's awesome. I like this. You got any other writing stuff that you want to be working on coming up? Or just besides your songwriting, of course. Yeah.
On this, no, I am far too like. This is my main focus on the comics, but I am like far too busy to like start considering other like passion projects. Just because I've got so much going on in the professional realm, like between my day job, like 2 side gigs I have right now, like I'm kind of swamped with writing.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That life. Handle all the life stuff first before you can handle all the fun stuff. So yeah,
and that's also why like this kind of took so long, is because because the script was finished about in 2014, like early to mid, or 2024 rather, early to mid 2024, and I thought, okay, cool, I'm going to get this going, and we're gonna do it all again. And then, life happened, multiple job changes in that time. So I was like, okay, this is going to have to go on the back burner for a bit until like finally last year, I was able to get it going in earnest, and now it's out.
No, I think it's cool. Way to go. Way to go for keeping it up and, get it back. So, yay. So let's looking forward to more issues for this. I think it's fun. I do. I like the little adventures. I like just getting to know the characters because they're really cool. I think that. Do you want me to go to your campaign page? We could show off some of the stuff about it and talk more about the comic.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay, we can do that. Let's see. Screen share. All right, where are you? Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh man, where am I? Lost my tabs here for a second. All right, hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. So here's the one. This is the one that you recently just had. This is the one for the Feasters. Let me
Correct.
make this all the tiny so we could check this out. There we go. Boom. So yeah, I like that you also keeping it black and white, which I really like. I think there's something really interesting and punk about the black and white, the way that you're doing it with the black, white, and just the hints of like the zipatone kind of grays and stuff. I like that. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, you already did Fund. You already did that. Yes. Nice. I like this. I like that you're getting way more of these. Let me see in here. Let's see. That's the Kickstarter link if you wanted to look that for the Basement Show. Nice. Very cool. But yeah, I like this. Like, I love the typeset on here too. I like that it's like old typewriter, and then like how you have like the label maker things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Well, all credit to Haley on that. She did a fantastic job on this as always. She also did the lettering for Basement Show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because you could tell like it has the same like vibe to it on both books, which I enjoy. Like yes. Art and lettering and things, which is very cool. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. And who you have on your art? Who's doing your art on here?
This time around, last time it was by the name of Jean Maria Orlandi who did Basement Show features. I hired an artist by the name of Amy Laurent, and they also just did a great job on that. I love, in particular, you just scroll past it, that drawing of Brianna right there opening the car door.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just love that drawing so much that Amy did.
Oh, it's cute. I like that. But yeah, you get that band vibes when you see it, when you're looking at the artwork on it. Like it really gives that kind of feel to it. I think it's really neat.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Like I wanted like the cover in particular to be evocative of like a show flyer.
Yes, that's very much what it looks like. Because I remember the issue. I remember how striking Basement Show was, and it still pulls off like the same vibes on that. I like that. I like that you have the band as well, just popping in there. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I like it. You want to talk more about it? Like, what else you got going on with the feasters? Oh, whoops, I don't want to do that.
Well, the thing with Basement Show is I kind of deliberately wrote it to be very vague in terms of when and where it takes place. Like I want it to be kind of like, oh, this is kind of take place anytime, anywhere, very timeless. Whereas this one, I was like, okay, if I'm going to be diving more into the characters, it feels like I'm going to need to put like a finer point on certain things. So now we have a more clear defined setting, a more clear defined time period. Like for instance, this page is perfect example, because in the first one, I very deliberately avoided showing any cell phones in Basement Show. Whereas this one, I was like, okay, again, we're putting a finer point on the time period, which just looking at I feel like the phone itself does a good job of that, because I'm setting this at like tentatively like roughly 2011 or so.
Okay, you can kind of get that vibe from that just based on the phone. Yeah,
like the older smartphone, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Like A1 has come in here, just dropped fart hard. Thanks, A1, for coming in here. Listen, gotta enjoy the chat when they pop in here. It's good times. No, I think it's great. I like it because I also like comics too. Like when you're reading it, you don't really get a sense of time, but you kind of know when they take place. Because then I like that, because then especially with like music and stuff, that's interesting to see. I like his hoodie. That's funny.
Yes, I love loading up the Easter eggs as well, because that's a sweater that, like, if you look at like the really old band like promo shots of Agent Orange, like I believe who's one of them, it wasn't Mike Palm, I think the drummer at the time was wearing like just that sweater.
Oh, that's cool. No, I like it when you do that. You put these like subtle like band stuff all around every place, and I think that's really neat. And you could tell that like your knowledge of like bands, like when you're talking about stuff, is insanely amazing. I remember that the last time that you were on here. Yeah, no, that's cool information. I dig all this.
Still one of my favorite drawings, just like the title panel from Basement Show, where it's an homage to the Minor Threat album cover.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I can.
That was my like banner on like all social media for a while. Yeah, no, Jean Maria did a great job on that.
Yes, I remember that. That was a very striking image. I remember that. Yeah. Aw, I just like the camaraderie between the people that you have in here. Grabbing the keys, gotta have that. I love this panel here too. Let me see if I can open it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool panel.
Amy drawing Brianna is like one of my favorite things.
Nice. Yeah, now I'm very curious to go back and to get the Spotify list going on as you're going on it, to see what songs that you're pulling up for this. Yeah. Sneaky Falls. Oh, that's a cool name. Sneaky Falls.
And that is one that's very close to me, because that is based on a venue that used to be around here called Tricky Falls, which is actually where I went to my very first punk show years ago, which was Social Distortion. And so
nice.
And it's not there anymore, unfortunately. They closed it down, but so that's my little homage to that.
Oh, that's cool. I love it when you do that, because some of my favorite venues downtown. I love it when people kind of like, you can see that when you put some of that in the comics. I think that's fun. There's only a few people that have done that over here, but yes, I think people need more of that. Really get to show them off. And I love this panel here too. The silhouette of like the skateboarding and stuff for the cover.
And that's the cover by Natalie Nardoza, who has done some work for Archie Comics, I believe.
Oh, Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like it. It fits really well with all the art styles. Yeah, it's nice. I like her. I like her a lot. Yes. I like that you put the links to everybody on here too. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, nice. Oh, cool. $16 backup story. Ooh,
Well,
nice.
those are the stretch goals we did not reach.
Yeah, well, I know, but like if future possible things that could have happened. Oh, it's nice artwork. I like this.
And those are actually characters from my very first short comic I did a number of years ago now, which was called Ghost Page. That was published in the Bebop 2 anthology by Birdseye Comics back in 2022, I
Oh,
believe.
sweet. Yeah, I love Birdseye. There's some good piece there. Yes, nice. No, this is very cool, and I like that you keep your prices really good too. This is some amazing prices on your books that you have in here. Very awesome. Because then you have is it the sale still going right now on your global comic site? Is that still up?
Yeah, like everything's it's going to be on global, like currently on Global Comics. Feasters is full price for $5, and then currently throughout the month of February, Basement Show is on sale for $1.
Oh, wow. For $1. Man, get you some of that. Go check that out. That's awesome. Very nice. I like this. I like where you're going with this. And
of course, like obviously the books are like as we're saying this, I'm currently in the process of fulfilling all the Kickstarter orders.
oh yeah, because you already finished. You're already finished with the book. You're just going to be printing and shipping them out right
It
now.
is here. I have
wait,
it
here, let me
in
show you.
hand right now.
Oh, that looks cool. I like the size of it.
It is fully ready to go. Like, oh no, hold on, let me see if you can see it. Yeah, can you see like the mailers stacked up behind me?
Yeah.
Everything's ready to go. I just need to get to a printer so I can print out all the shipping labels, and those will be going out next week.
Oh, nice. Listen, that's a fast turnaround time. I think that just ended not too long ago. Like,
it ended back in end of November, start of December.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good.
But I've also this whole time I've been moving. I've been I don't know why I did it then. Like, well, I know why I did it because I wanted to. I was really dead set on getting it done before the end of the year, just because it's been in the can for so long. But yeah, like the end of the year was wild for me because it was literally Kickstarter. Took a trip to Warped Tour.
Oh, okay.
And then came home, immediately moved to a new place.
That's a lot going on there. Did you have fun at Warped Tour?
While in the midst of like Thanksgiving, and then later it was.
Oh,
I don't know why. That was a mistake on my end, but it all worked out.
No, it worked out pretty well. How did you enjoy Warped Tour? What was your favorite band that you saw when you were there?
I've been wanting to see Drain for a while, so seeing Drain was a very big one for me.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard their music.
I discovered that like it worked. This was clearly because they're a hardcore band from Santa Cruz.
Okay.
And so they do like heavier stuff, but the way I learned about them is a couple of years, like I think 2 years ago now, 2-3 years ago, they did a cover of Good Things by the Descendants. Okay. And that I think put them on the map for a lot of people, myself included, and I've just been loving them ever since.
All right, well, I have to look that up. Sounds pretty good. I like it.
And God, who else? Saw a bit of Guar.
They're fun. Like he's really fun to talk to if you ever get a chance to actually just talk to him.
I got to see the Interrupter. I got to see the Interrupters for the second time, which was a lot of fun. Because I actually saw them like a year prior. Yeah, like a year prior, opening up for Sum 41 on their farewell tour.
Ooh, that would have been nice. Yeah. I'm big into the music and stuff. I really wanted to go to Lord of the Lost when they were here just a few days ago, but I was zoned out. I was like, nah, we're not doing concerts or cons just yet. I put that off. But there's a couple interesting ones I'm seeing already for the summer venues that are coming out, and I'm like, man, yeah, I want to go to more things that are happening because we just got our lineups. Yeah.
The problem is good shows here are so few and far between. It's like on one hand, like coming up in April, on one hand, I really want to see the Subhumans. On the other hand, I really don't want to drive all the way to Albuquerque to see the Subhumans.
Yeah, try to drive like pretty far to go to a venue, that kind of sucks. But when you have them like 10, 20 minutes, not even from you, you're like, yes, let's go do that. Let's
Yeah.
all day long. Where I don't have to go and, take bathroom breaks along the way, as long as I just, get there and get it over with. It's pretty cool. But yeah, there's been some cool bands. I'm really big into like the European bands also, and I know Burning Witches came around like twice, and I missed them when they were here, but hopefully they come back around again because I really like. I'm really big into female vocals too, so yeah, some cool with like female vocals on a rock song or something.
Well, funny you
pretty
should
cool.
mention female vocalists because
Yeah,
the other big thing I did with this book is because again, the like, Basement Show originally supposed to be very self-contained. At the
yeah,
very beginning, no plan of expanding it until like around the time it was coming out. And since I decided, okay, I'm kind of sticking with these characters for a bit, I figured what I should do is like not launch a full company because I really don't want to do that. That is more work
uh-huh.
than I have the time and money to put in. But I was like, I should get like my own like label, you know what I mean? My own like quote unquote imprint to
Yeah.
just for recognition across all the future books. So I have launched my label, which I'm calling Cubehead Comic Studios,
Oh,
which is
congrats on that.
based on a nickname I had in high school. And and to design the logo, I actually commissioned
Oh,
Marissa Paternoster from Screaming Females.
I like that. That image is awesome. That's your logo. That's no, I
Yeah,
like that. That is a good. That's
uh,
fun.
combined certain things, gave him like because I was like, okay, I'm doing horror, so let's make him like a little vampire,
Yeah.
specifically like a Nosferatu kind of vampire. Gave him, and since like they're skaters, I gave him like the Tony Hawk, what's his name,
Yes.
like the Tony Hawk, Ed Templeton, like McSqueeb haircut.
No, that's awesome. I really enjoyed that. No, that's fun. It looks like just a little sticker too. So I'm a big fan of like sticker graffiti stuff. So that is awesome. Cute
Yeah,
head. Nice.
that's something I was really excited about.
Oh, that is very exciting. You should be very excited about that because you got this book, you got Basement Show, you're gonna be doing more. No, I like that you're doing going that route.
I have
Yeah.
no idea when the next ones are going to come out because again, like this is all self-funded. Like I'm kind
Yeah.
of it's a matter of not only when do I have the time to write these things, when do I like have the money set aside to actually hire an art team, do all
Yeah.
the stuff to actually get it out there. But hopefully the next couple of years we'll have a few more.
I hope so.
I am
Yeah.
kicking around the idea of doing like the next two, like really releasing the next two together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like getting two in the can and then releasing them at once.
All right. I like
Because I
this.
think
I
they're
like
also going
it.
to be the next two will probably be a bit shorter because this one was significantly longer than Basement Show.
Well, you had more like actually getting to know people in the comic and characters and stuff
Exactly.
like
So
that.
like
You kind
this
of
one
need
had
that. Yeah.
a lot more to get. Like I have both of them here. Like if you look at like here's Basement Show,
Hmm.
and then there's Feasters.
Significantly a lot more happening in there. But no, I like that. I like that you're going back and forth like that too, because eventually, if you put them all together in a trade or something, like it'll be a perfect amount of
Yeah, and that is
everything.
like the eventual plan.
Nice, very cool.
Like
Yeah,
once
because you could be doing so much with this too, because now they're a band. You could travel, go to events as well, and get some stuff happening with that.
exactly, and and also like I do want to do kind of like a larger universe around this eventually. Like
Okay.
I'm sticking with these characters for now, but in my head there's like different corners of this world to explore. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like in like some of the character, like I'll introduce like because when I introduce like kind of just like a random one-off characters in these things, that's also me kind of planting a seed of like okay, like maybe this character can come back in something else like years down the road. You know?
Ooh, that's exciting. You get little cameos here and there.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. So what else? Let's see. Got basement show, you get music stuff happening. That's all exciting. And you moved. So, first of all, way to go on moving and get that all done with because that itself is like crazy just to move, get all things prepped up, and then figure out where you got to put things.
I moved at the start of December. Literally just today, I finally got the last of the boxes out of my living room.
Well, first of all, I'll give you a round of applause for that because that takes a hot minute. Yes. No. Thanks. Yeah, that's awesome. What else do you want to do with Are there any other things you would want to get into? Like, do you want to get a part of writing for anybody else, or do you just want to keep doing your own series kind of things for now?
I thought about bringing in other writers. Like, I've kind of tested the waters with this one actually, because I brought in a good friend of mine, former coworker of mine by the name of Emily Zogby, who's a poet. She actually has her own poetry book out at the moment, and I had her do like a forward for this one, and that'll tell you just how long this thing has been in the works because. Like I said, like it just came out. Like the official copyright date on it is January 2026.
Uh-huh.
I put it up. I put it up on Global Comics in January, printed it in January, shipping it all out now. I believe her forward is dated. Let me double check. I believe it's July 2024. Yeah.
That's fine. Listen. You had a goal and you wanted to get it done. Listen, no, be proud of yourself for that.
I didn't know. Yeah, I'm happy I stuck with it. It just took a minute.
Okay. I want to say when I first started this show, which was going on 3 years now, a lot of the guys that are coming back now just got their second issue or something coming in because it took all that long time. Listen, stuff happens, but I like seeing that everyone's coming back and doing things again.
And it costs so much money.
The amount of shipping that has gone up since then as well has just been absolutely crazy ridiculous. But
the Kickstarter budget is currently in the negative, I must say.
Oh no. Well, hopefully people get on that Global Comics and start making up for that over there too. But there are
not by that much, but
yeah.
I think that as much as I love getting my books to anyone who wants them, because that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, if you want it, I'll send it to you because I want as many people who want it to read it. But international shipping these days with all the tariffs and stuff is not fun. Mm-hmm. I believe shipping one 10-ounce package of because I like I said, I have all the shipping labels. I just need to print them and attach them. Shipping one 8 by 11-ounce package to Canada, $26. So
I believe it. Yep, I shipped. My estimate went over by 1 ounce shipping something to Canada, and it bumped it up $18, 1 ounce.
Yeah,
that was before the last price hikes. Are you using pirate ship though? Are you getting any of that stuff? Because they do a little bit of discounted. Yeah, check into that. They do discounted shipping, and it goes through the USPS, but it goes international.
Yeah, I was just doing everything through USPS.
Yeah. Well, they still use USPS, but it's like discounted shipping when you use their site. Yeah. There's like Pirate Ship, Shippo, like 3 other ones that do that. They all go through the same thing, but you get discounts for shipping.
I'm curious how these mailers are going to hold up, though, because
also true. Yeah,
they're not Gemini. Like I went with a different brand of mailers, and they look pretty. I actually really like them, but like I was like, they're not quite as sturdy.
Are like the white ones?
No, they're.
Okay.
I actually have some right there, but like basically just they come packed in with bubble wrap, which is neat.
Interesting.
You slide the book into a bubble wrap bag and put that in the middle and then fold everything over it.
I've never seen that. Can you show one of those off? I've never seen one of those. I'm curious.
I have right here actually.
I've seen there's like when you get books and stuff from a Europe, like their version of a Gemini is actually really fascinating. It's like a fold out thing. It slides in the middle. It's like really, I'm always intrigued like how people ship things.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you put it in a little bubble wrap bag. Put it in the center here.
Okay.
Just right in the middle. Then fold these over. Fold down top of it. Fold this closed, and then just take that.
Okay. That's actually not bad because
not quite as involved as Gemini, which is a whole process to get those put together.
Yes, because I see the white ones. I don't know what brand that is, but I see the white ones, which is almost like that, but it doesn't come with the bubble mailer thingy on the inside. It's just the white fold out kind of thing. Basically the same thing that you have over there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I like that more companies are coming out with those because I know a lot of people, if they order from like some of the other main companies, they're super delayed sometimes because they
Yeah.
can't get their materials and stuff. And so that's actually interesting. Because I'd be curious if like I know Uline is starting to do a lot more of their shipping things when it comes to like comic size stuff. So I'd be interested to see if there's like going to be another supplier coming out, going to be coming like kind of reinventing that kind of stuff because you kind of need that kind of thing, especially if people are having a hard enough time getting some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I know bags and boards for a long time was a huge mess. Yeah.
I specifically ordered pre-mades just because I did not want to deal with getting all those put together. I
Dude,
learned my lesson. I
yeah.
learned my lesson from the last time.
Would you have to sit there and just put boards in bags? No, that's like a 2 hour project just to do like 100 to 200 bags. Yeah, that's a lot of time. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Have you been going on any other podcasts? Have you doing anything like that? Are you making the rounds?
I'm planning on it. I have a friend of mine who has a podcast who we're hopefully going to do an interview about the comic pretty soon.
Okay.
And then, like, yeah, I'm only just now kind of getting back into the groove of things again, just because it's been such a chaotic couple of months.
Oh yeah, I would definitely hit up Longbox Punk for that. Get on that show.
I have been chatting with him, but I was
chatting with him.
I was trying to book with him like before the end of the year, but he was already booked through 2025.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like we'll try again next year.
Yeah. No, he's good. He does a lot of good stuff, and he's also super big into like the punk and music scene. So I think
I definitely chatted him with like music a couple times.
Yeah. No, that's fun. I like that. No, yeah, definitely get out there. I want to see more of your stuff when it's coming out. But yeah, for sure, because I like your stories. I like the characters that are in it. I really like the music thing. I like that you're kind of balancing music and kind of like the horror aspect. I know Feasters didn't really go in that. It was mostly like the character development and stuff. But no, I think you have a ton of potential to do
that'll be back. The horror aspect will definitely be back in the next book.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because this is more like kind of getting to know these people a bit more. Like okay, here's why.
Yeah.
These little interactions, like in Basement Show, for instance, like here's why these little interactions are significant. No, that
works perfectly. Because you literally have a lot of potential you can really do with this series because you have all those aspects. I think, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that you can be doing, and I think I'm really looking forward to see what you're going to be.
I'm hoping to make it like very kind of like multi-era spanning. I'll give this away. Like the next book, I will say, will take place like significantly later down the line from when Basement Show takes place.
All right. Because this is like how far in between Basement Show and in this one, because it's a prequel. How far is that?
In my head, it's roughly 2 years, maybe a little less.
Okay, all right, yeah, because there's a lot of potential for that too. You could do some stuff in between there. Interesting. All right, yeah. I like this. Let's see. I see Apex over here. What's up, Apex? Yes, Fartist feature. You're speaking your game. Yes. Oh, listen, that's right. That's what we do here. Bring it out.
And then, like, because I really like the idea of like these characters kind of just living their lives, and we're kind of just dropping in on them every so often.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that. Let's see. What's up, dudes? Come on in. No, I think that's cool. I like that a lot. I think there's a lot of people I know. Definitely gonna be sharing this around because I know there's a couple people for sure that are into this kind of like slice of lifey thing that they got going on. But yeah, I like it. I like it. What is happening? Well, yes. Oh. You're getting a high from Apex. Hi, Apex.
No.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, if you guys are just joining us, we were going over your book for Feasters, which is a prequel to your Basement Show book, which is really neat. You're just coming back for that one. And I do have the link to your comics here. Let me show this. Global Comics link right there. And then this is a link to your Spotify because you have music that goes along with your book, which is dope. And I see Bebe popping in here. Asking a question. I don't know. Do you prefer bun-length hot dogs or the classic size of hot dogs? I know we get a wide range of people
asking the real questions here. I do prefer the bun. I do prefer bun length. That's. I mean, on a good day, it's a bratwurst, but I'll go bun length hot dogs most days.
Okay, that's a good one. I know, dude, baby. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Well, come on in. Yes, no, that's a good one. What's your favorite topping? What kind of toppings are your go-to for the hot dogs?
For hot dog, yeah, probably mustard.
Mustard, okay.
I had a phase where I was like doing like full like Chicago style dogs, but now I'm just like I'm happy with mustard.
Mustard's good. Sometimes you just need to go simple. That's right.
Yeah.
Spotify, yes. Yeah, no, I thought Apex. I thought that was one of the cool things about because when you were here like 2 years ago, you had Basement Show and you were doing like the Spotify playlist. And I like that in this one you said that you were kind of like mixing up like scene for scene, like how you want to do it and put the songs out
Yeah.
there. Yes.
Because the pages on what do you call it? The pages on Kickstarter are unlettered, but like if you look at it here,
Uh-huh.
like we have the playlist printed right there.
Yes.
And they're all numbered. And then, for instance, at the start of page 1, you have number 1 right there.
Cool. Oh, nice. I like that. I like how you're doing that. It's very cool. Okay, Bebe says that you get it when it comes to hot dogs. Listen, someone's got to get the hot dogs. That's right. Very cool. So I see your X-Men and your Joker posters back there. What are you on any books right now? You reading anything?
I am currently because again with all the moving and stuff, especially since I used to live like literally right next to my local comic shop.
Yeah.
And now I live a lot farther away from it. But I've been trying to get like I just got in there yesterday to pick up the latest Wolverine because I've been reading all the Ultimate books with all the current Marvel, the Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, which just ended, X-Men, Wolverine. I've been reading all of them except the Ultimates. I've missed the boat on the Ultimates, so I'm going to get all the trades for that once the third one is out. If it's not already, I don't think it is. But yeah, I've been reading all the Ultimate stuff. That's what I've been keeping up with for the past 2 years now.
Nice. I haven't really read anything after the Deadly Duo, the Batman one from Silvestri. That was really cool. I really liked the Joker run that came out a couple of years ago too. I thought that was really cool, but I haven't really been keeping up. I've been mostly into the manga section and whatever I'm picking up on Kickstarters right now. But
I did get a copy of Absolute Batman Volume 1 for Christmas. So I'm going to be digging into that. My back because like in terms of stuff I'm reading, like again, like as it comes out, it's all the Ultimate stuff.
Yeah.
I have like an insane backlog right now that I really need to dig into.
I literally have 3 boxes of comics right here that are just from campaigns that I need to go through and just read the campaign stuff that I missed out on that I haven't caught up on. So I'm looking forward to doing that one day.
The final issue of Marble Hornets is still currently sitting on my coffee table. I need to read that soon.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, there's I'm more of like I like back issue hunting a lot, and I'm more of like the weird runs that were happening back along the day, and I like a lot of weird one shots. That's like any of the team up stuff. That was what I was going to and picking up way back in the 80s and 90s. That stuff was so much fun. I like those weird little contained stories. I think that's cool.
And that's what I was kind of trying because I've gone back and forth. Like, do I call this a one shot or do I call this a graphic novel? And I think it can kind of be both.
Yeah. Well, now kind of a little series, really, but yeah, because originally when I read the Basement Show, I always thought it was going to be like the one shot, but I like that you came back and doing the prequel and getting to know the characters more. Yes,
and I do still see it as a one shot, as kind of like I kind of view it like the first, like not to get all full of myself, but I kind of view it as like the first Star Wars movie because the thing about the first Star Wars movie is even with everything that's come out since then. All the other movies, the video games, the comics, the TV shows, what have you. That first movie, I think, really holds up as just a standalone film.
It's good as a standalone film, and I like it because you don't really get too much into there. But yeah, it's really for the first Star Wars. That's awesome. But I also like that it came out at 4, 5, 6. Like his vision for whatever he was going to be doing, like he already knew there was going to be way more with it.
Because the way I see it is like the way I see it, like you don't have to read. Like you can kind of read each one and you can kind of be satisfied by that, like you're going to get more out of it reading everything, but each one is kind of self-contained in my head.
See, I like those kind of stories too. Cause like you don't feel like you're missing out on a story. Like if you miss an issue, and I like that you could just kind of read something and get a sense of it being fully finished. I like that kind of thing. Cause a lot of times I jump around a lot and then I'll forget something, but I like that I can go back and pick up an issue. And that you just read the story, then you get everything you need to know in that little story that you got in there.
And because like Feasters itself, it is a complete story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like there's some callbacks to Basement Show in there. I guess call forward, you could say, but you don't need to read that to understand everything that's going on here. Like you can read the full story and just see it as its own thing.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. And Apex, dude. So I was backing not just comics, so I was backing like some novels and some games and stuff. I have gotta figure out where to put it first, but I have like the entirety of the Labyrinth box set of the comics that came out from a year. Like, it took like some years to ship, but yeah, the amount of reading material that I have just from backing things is insane. But I don't buy long boxes anymore because just I trip over them. They're too heavy. You got to go with short boxes. But I think I have 3 or 4 boxes of those just with campaign books, because a lot of them are thick, so you'll get like thick weird stuff. And I also have 2 shelves full of just the omnis that I get on there too. 'Cause I'm also a big fan of that now. I've been going back and I want to get rid of my singles edition stuff and go back and get the omnis of things, just because I like that they're on my shelf. I can just grab stuff and read it easier. So I'm having fun with doing that. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are backed up on reading, but is there any other series that you see that are out that you haven't started yet? Like you want to try something new?
Maybe no, like not, because at the moment, like my current plan is I'm gonna finish all the Ultimate books, and then
Okay.
I'm probably gonna take a break and just focus on stuff sitting on my shelf that I haven't had a chance to read yet.
Nice. Yeah, because I haven't got into that. I heard some really interesting things about the Ultimates. Which one would you say you would usually start out with first if you're going to read an Ultimates book?
I would say probably Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man was always my go-to guy. Always my go. I don't know what it was. I just like the villains that were in Spider-Man. I like the coloring that you had. I didn't really get into a lot of like the Batman stuff until later on. Like I'm more into DC stuff. Got like 60s, 70s DCs. That's awesome. I just love like the music genre that they had around the time. I love the color schemes that they had and the outfits. If you go look at some like the action adventure comics from like the 60s and 70s, some of the best outfits because they had like the vibe from back then. It's great. I love all that stuff.
I also really liked Ultimate Black. I'm a couple, because I just got the final issue. I'm like 2 issues behind though. I need to read through all of them. But I really like Ultimate Black Panther because I'm a big Dune guy, and it's like very Dune-esque in certain ways.
Okay, nice. I like that. Let's see. Dude, okay. So on Kickstarter, I think I backed 130 comics just on Kickstarter in the last couple of years. So yes. Yeah, Spider-Man's great. I was big into the team ups. Those are some of my favorite books. My all-time favorite comic of all time is Marvel Team Up 96. It's Spider-Man and Howard the Duck. All-time favorite comic. It's just, I love Howard the Duck. It's great. But yeah, I don't know what it was about Spider-Man. I was always just picking it up. It was just fun reads, especially when you were a kid and you're picking that up. Like I think it kind of generates really well, like for kids when you're picking it up, and you just kind of like, yeah, it's good stuff. It just sticks with you. It's good times. That was really big too when the Spider-Man animated series was coming out. I remember that. That was a fun show. I like that show a lot. Are you big into watching like the animated versions of stuff?
Spider-Man, not as much. Like that's one that's kind of been in my blind spot for a long time. Is like the various Spider-Man. I watched the '90s one a little bit. I have like a DVD of it with like I think like 3 episodes on it.
Yes, you got it. Okay, that one's a good one because they had a bunch of shows around the same time that came out. But I think that Spider-Man show, the Spider-Man show, and the Batman show, when those came out, that was big. And there's a bunch of comics too, which is really interesting. You get polybagged. They came out back in the '90s. They were promoting the cartoon, so if you get them, you open it, and there's like a little like Sinister Six like pop-up cell in there.
They did the comic recently, right? It's a sequel to the animated series.
Oh, if they did, I gotta look that up. I really liked the animated series. I thought that was cool. I really liked
my introduction to that show, I think, was actually watching like people make AMVs out of it on YouTube in like 2008 or whatever.
Oh, dude, around whatever, like I know I say MySpace a lot, but this is true. Like right around MySpace came out, and when like AMVs were like really big, when people were doing like Naruto things, like man, I was getting so big into like watching all those. They were doing some really awesome stuff. I wish the people that were doing the AMVs background that time got really into animation or something, because they were getting really, really, they were doing some really good video editing back then. That was early video like technology kind of stuff with internet. So yeah, I'd like to see more of that. Let's see. You have most of the Bronze Age Marvel team ups going up in value. Dude, I used to find those like that we used to have 10 for $1 bins, and that was all the stuff that was in there, and I would grab it all the time. So yeah, there's some really cool, fun issues in there. The 2-in-1s are good too. It's just I like it when you just see characters that are mixing up and getting together that you don't normally see in like the main in the era. X-Men has okay, that's interesting. I really like the Sinister Six, and it's a shame that that movie isn't going to be happening anymore because I've been waiting for that for a very long time. I love that. But yeah, that's interesting too. Like if they come back and bring back the X-Men, like who do you think they're going to be? Like I don't care who plays the characters because comic characters, I don't think you need celebrities to play them. I think you get anybody to play them because you could really fit like the role and stuff. But who do you want to see in like a good movie that would be coming out? Like what characters do you want to see?
I mean, see, I was originally kind of into the idea of like when the MCU eventually reboots the X-Men, they do just the original 5.
Okay.
I was getting into that, but now I do not think that's going to happen. I don't really mind. Like I imagine it's going to be more maybe Krakoa based or from that era. I mean, currently, like the actors are just going to be the old ones in the new Avengers because they got
true
James Marsden and Rebecca Romijn and everyone back. Yeah. Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are returning for that. And then we got that Doom movie coming out. It's also got Iron Man in it. There's a bunch of stuff that is happening with that already. But I like the weird movies. I like the weird off character movies. Those are my favorite.
Well, have you seen the X-Men TV show Legion?
That I started watching. I need to finish it, but I like that one a lot.
I love it. There's currently a giant poster of it hanging in my living room.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to end up finishing that. I think I watched the whole first season, but I kind of fell off because I don't know why, but around just the time that it was airing, like the channels that we had, it was airing, it wouldn't like we lost track of like a lot of the shows that were going on because they were shuffling time slots around. So I just missed all the stuff, but now you can go back and binge all this stuff. But yeah, I'm excited too for more of I haven't seen a couple of the newer ones, but I got to go back and watch a bunch of them. I know. I just recently watched. I haven't seen the Fantastic Four movie, but I'm kind of intrigued about that because I like the look of their old style.
I enjoyed that. Got the vinyl right there.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. He looked cool in the 90s. Yeah, okay. So the original X-Men movie when it came out, I still love those movies because they're great, but it was missing color. It was too like they put them all in like black outfits. Yeah. It needed that pop of like the color thing. But yeah, it was fun. I like those movies a lot. Let's see. The Batman movies, though, I think those as a kid when you're growing up, those were kind of just like, yeah, this is awesome.
I need to see it. I've heard Wonder Man is actually really good. I need to watch that soon.
Yes, I heard good things about Wonder Man.
I'm behind on my books. I'm behind on my comics. I'm behind on my TV. I'm behind on everything.
I just watched Renfield last night. It took me like 2 months watching it because I every time I put a movie on, I'll just like fall asleep. So that's the only time I can watch like something is get some sleep and put it on. But yeah, no, I want to binge a couple things that are coming out. I haven't even started anime yet because it's a whole time sink. I did binge watch Demon Slayer not too long ago, but man, there's not enough time in the day to do everything that you need to do. There's just so much cool stuff out there. But yeah, nice. Let's see. I think what other movies are coming out movie wise? Oh, I'm excited. Listen, Lobo is my guy. I'm so excited for anything to do with Lobo, and I saw the little preview things that they did with Momoa. He looks good, but yeah, I'm very excited for that.
I just picked up Woman of Tomorrow. That's on the list.
Ooh, okay. I have not read that series, but I very much enjoy the art that I have seen from that.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the basis for the Supergirl movie.
Yeah. I have not seen that, but that was one of the ones I've seen pop around that people were talking about over the last couple of years, like in comics. Like you hear a couple of series every now and then, but I know people were talking about that a lot, which is interesting. But
it's been on my list for a while, but I just picked up the what do you call it? The compact comics version, the one that's $10.
Yeah, I like those. I like that they're doing that because listen, I like that style of formatting. I like you just pick it up and go because that's kind of the hard thing about floppies is I know like a lot of people just grab them up, used to roll them up, put them in our back pocket and take them out and go, but they just kind of deteriorate a little bit too much. Let's see. You hope the Fox then won't come back. Listen, I like all those dudes. I did really enjoy the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I thought that was a lot of fun. My bro and I saw that.
The Fox X-Men movies get a bad rap.
Yeah.
I think there are some bad ones. I think the good in that franchise far outweighs the bad.
There's a good thing in a lot of the movies, especially like the older ones. Like you get 90s and older, like the technology that they had to do some of that stuff back then was like kind of just fresh and new. And I think they're fun. Like you watch those movies all the time, especially the Spider-Man movies back then. They were great. I still enjoy that kind of stuff. It's some fun stuff to watch. Like you can just put those on and watch them in the background. You know, it's good times. Like like even though they're not like the bestest movies of all time, like they're nostalgic. You can watch them. They give you the feel of wanting to go watch comics or something. But
Like I think X2 holds up really well.
X2 is good. I like X2. Like what was it? Like the Wolverine movie came out. I kind of lost track after the Phoenix came back that one time, and then they did something, and I lost track of that. And then I can't remember most of the more. I'm gonna have to binge watch all of those one time just to keep. I don't think I've ever done that. Like the full on X-Men movies, like going through it. Same thing with the Avengers. I watched all the Avengers movies, but then I kind of lost track of what was happening. It was just a lot of stuff happening. Black motorcycle, yes, yeah, there was a lot of the black motorcycle outfits happening, but I hope they especially with the Deadpool Wolverine movie, that was exciting when they put those outfits on, and that people went bananas in the theater. So let me tell you.
And like we already had like Cyclops' '90s outfit in the trailers.
Yeah,
Even like the later X-Men movies, I think got better about that, like the
yeah,
post soft reboot ones.
yeah. There's been some cool stuff with that. But no, they've been doing better things, I think, with the outfits, especially that because I know people complained so much when the X-Men movies to come out. But when you watch that, it fits within the movie though, because it's all kind of like that dark aesthetic kind of, which is interesting. But yeah,
Very
yeah,
Matrix core.
very Matrix. Yes, it does have a very like Matrixy feel to it. Yeah, but no, that's been fun.
Because every movie that came out then was trying to do the Matrix.
It's so true. Yeah, that was such a huge thing when that movie came out. That was everywhere. Like you see people spoofing that, TV shows, movies, all the things that was happening, and that style too. Like that was just such a huge vibe when that came out. It just kind of exploded. Yeah. Let's see. What other stuff you got coming up? Have you gone to any cons or anything yet? Have you done that kind of thing?
I'm thinking about it, like again, because I've already have like a few things planned this year, just in my personal life. So I'm trying to
Okay.
work around that.
Yeah.
I would very much like to start tabling and stuff like that. I'd like to make it out to New York Comic Con at some point soon. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I'd like to try.
Yeah, I know a lot of the stuff that's happening like May, June, they've already put out. I think it's like been a month or two out where they've already put out like the applications and stuff. So I already know people are getting like things for like Heroes, and people are getting things for like Motor City already, if they've been accepted or not. So yes, when that kind of stuff pops out, yeah, immediately like I know you got to be on the ball of like uh, putting your application in. But there's a bunch of like small ones that I like going to here that are well, we have a bunch of horror cons here that I like and get 1 to 2 day shows all over the place. But I love the little small shows. I think those are my favorites.
I was
You
hoping.
really
Well, I kind of missed the boat on like this year's version of our local Comic Con because again, amidst everything that was going on, I didn't really have it. Like by the time I
yeah.
realized it was coming around, it was already kind of too late to get involved in that.
Okay.
Same though,
Do you have
I could have met Kevin Smith, but not going to happen.
okay, all right. He comes around for cons a lot. I remember the one
Yeah,
year we got snowed in during a snowstorm, and he ended
certainly
up having come in.
certainly a huge influence on my work and kind of my approach to world building.
Okay, I think that would be fun. Like you should check out is it Chronic Con that they put on? I think they're going on year 2 of that. They
And
hold the whole thing happening up there now with that.
like you were scrolling down to the stretch goals we didn't reach, but one of them was I was going to commission like a Clerks homage variant cover.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe one day I'll still do that at some point.
I mean, you don't know. There might be people watching right now that would want to do that. Hit him up if that's the case.
If I do a second printing, I may do that.
That's fun. So I did really enjoy the one that you had for the Minor Threat on Basement Store. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I would do check out little cons and stuff because we have a ton over here that do that, like little one day like comic-y things.
Yeah.
Get in there, talk to people. You should also look at check out, how you get stuff in like comic shops and stuff.
Yeah.
See if you can put some stuff at a music store. See if they'll let you put them in there.
Amy is actually, I believe they are in contact with like a local record store who wants to, who's willing to like stock a few of them. So like I do have like back there, like the one Gemini mailer I have is like a big stack of copies that I'm sending Amy so they can potentially get that in a store.
Cool.
And also like, because like for Basement Show, for instance, like I did like a little for free comic book day I think 2 years ago now. They let me like set up in the back and like hand them out.
Oh, okay.
Signed a few copies. That was fun.
Yeah. Freaking Comic Day is one of my favorite times of the year. I like going out and helping out some of the artists that we have over here. I've been doing it since I think I've only missed maybe 6 comic book days since they've done it. It's been one of my favorite things to meet local new artists that I have the first time seeing. But yeah, it's one of my favorite days of the year. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with it this year, but I have a feeling people are gonna keep continuing on because I heard that somebody did buy out the name of it because it was owned by Diamond. So it'd be interesting to see.
Rest in peace, Diamond.
Also true. This is not true. I have a colorful wardrobe, but the majority of my stuff is black, but that's okay because then it makes my background pop more. Get on that. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, hopefully you get in touch with Longbox Punk and then get that set up too, because I think you guys would have a lot of fun on that show.
Yeah.
So you guys are good. But yeah, anything else you want to promote? You want to do anything you got going on?
I would say just first of all, check out Feasters and Basement Show on Global Comics if you haven't already. Yes. Those are on there right now. Feasters is $5. $5 at the door. Basement Show is currently on sale for $1.
Okay.
You can get that. So I'm probably gonna. Feasters will probably be. I'll probably do a sale later in the year, and then you can follow me on Instagram at noah.found.glory. That's my Instagram handle. Follow me there. Go check out Amy, check out Haley. Like they do great work, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you. I'll be able to come on again soon and promote the next thing.
Yes. Listen. All of my OG round of people that I had on, I always look to see if they got something coming up because I'm like, yes, I want to have these guys come back on. I want to have them more reintroduced to the crowd that I have coming on here now, which I think is interesting. I want to see that. But yeah, for sure, you're welcome back on here anytime. And what's up, Jason? How are you doing? I know we were at a different time today, so I know we had a different crowd. But yes, let's go. And before we get out of here, I'm going to go find somebody to raid so that we can go harass somebody as we get out of here. Let's see who is live right now. And we can get going. So I've got to shovel my snow. Yay. Let's see. Anybody on? I'm not usually around here at this time. Let's see. I guess we'll just go say hey to the Zayd Bros. They're live right now. Go check them out. Let's see. Marvel should publish X-Men Black for Black History Month maybe next year. Interesting. There's a lot of good characters that they should be coming out with over there. Yeah. But thank you very much for coming on here. It was good seeing you updated. I like that you're coming back out, and I like that you have more of your Spotify. I can't wait to read the comic and then really pull up the Spotify list to see that. I'm going to compare the pages and things.
Ooh, actually, and one last thing.
Yes. Oh.
I do have an alternate Spotify playlist.
Okay. Yes.
Sticking that in the private chat, these are all songs that were like seriously considered because like oh god. I don't even want to get into that because it would take way too long. But putting together this playlist was such a process. I could not settle on it for the longest time. Like I was constantly changing it for literal months. Like I just could not settle on it. And so I made a separate playlist of all the songs that were on it at one point, but were ultimately cut out.
Okay.
So that is right there.
All right. So we got the original one that was linked up top. I did put that already into the stream description. So when it ends, you'll get all that. But yeah, here, guys, check that out. I like that you do this. I think it's awesome. I love your knowledge of music. Listen, that's why you're gonna have a fun with Longbox Punk on there because you guys are gonna be talking music like the whole time. I think because it's happening. But yeah, go check that out. That is the Spotify. I have all your links down below. Go check him out. Go follow him. But yeah, thanks to come back on here again, and then hopefully you'll come back on the next time you have another book going on, which is great. And shut that off.
Thanks for having me. Hopefully it won't take like 2.5 years again. It probably will.
Listen,
now that I'm thinking about it.
2.5 years is nothing. Let me tell you, I'm still waiting 5+ years on some campaigns to be sent out. Okay, so keep that in your head.
Well, I'm thinking about now. You're just reminding me of the Doug Jones. I shouldn't say his name because it's not his fault. It's like the producer. He just starred in it, but the Doug Jones led Nosferatu movie that was funded on Kickstarter in like 2014 and still has not come out.
Oh, that's rough. There's a bunch. It's interesting that when that happens, because 2 of the campaigns that I'm super old on, and one is by a high-profile artist that is out right now, that's been around for a while, and that campaign, man, they just had so much going from them because it was during lockdown at that time, and they were overseas, so that they had issues getting things shipped to them. But there's a lot of weird stuff like that has happened. But yeah, it's a shame when you get something funded like that and you're really looking forward to it and you're like, oh, I just want this to come out. But yeah, I've been waiting 5+ years on a couple campaigns. So
12 years. Yeah. I don't think the Kickstarter has been updated in like a decade. It was,
oh, that's rough. Yeah. Oh, that would terrible. And Doug Jones, dude, I love Doug Jones.
He was great. He looked great because it was like, it's called like Nosferatu the remix or something like that. It was like really hyped at the time, and like it was funded on Kickstarter, then just went like radio silent.
Oh, that's too bad. I hope something happens with that because he's such a good like silent actor, but like really does characterization so well. I think I've loved everything he's ever been in. Like he does every one that he does, like it's not even like repetitive. Like he really gets into those characters like when you see him. So that would have been cool. That would have been awesome.
Oh wait, no, I take that back. Apparently something with it finally happened in 2023.
Oh snap. All right, I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna go look that up to see if that's out anymore, if we could figure that out. But yeah, that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a fun thing to see.
After several years with no updates, it premiered at a particular theater it finally came out 10 years after the campaign ended.
Wow. That's a long time, but as long as they got it out and they did something with it, that's awesome. But hopefully they can get that circulation or something, get that out there. But man,
like I hadn't checked out because the last time I checked on it, which I guess was time flies, but I guess was a couple of years out, it was just completely silent.
Wow.
So apparently, so I retract my statement. Apparently, it did finally come out.
Well, listen. This is also a testament to people that are waiting like 900 years for things. Sometimes you end up getting them and you get shocked by it. It's like you're like, whoa, because I've had that happen too. Like just waited forever, you don't get an update, and then one time it just shows up at your house. So
Winds of Winter will come out eventually.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Like, listen, I got snow to shovel and I got food to make, so we're gonna get out of here. But thanks for coming on here, Noah. Thanks for Apex and the guys hanging with us in the chat. We're gonna go raid Phil's channel, so go check that out. But yeah, let's get out of here. See you guys.
Thanks, everybody.